My name is Jay, and I'm in Bedouin Soundclash. Yeah, he knows of the group.
Yeah?
I don't know if he likes it, but I don't know. I mean, not the music. I don't know if he I know we were in contact like briefly once.
Yeah.
And he said it was confusing because a lot of people now thought his project was our thing, and
yeah.
Obviously I think our thing has a bit, our like Bedouin Soundclash, the band has a bit more.
But you didn't have legal issues with
No.
it?
I think you can do that. I always thought the bands could name it after a book or name it after. So it was purely out of respect for the record.
Yeah,
so,
totally. Like I'm a big fan of the record as well. So
I met Honeychild too once.
Yeah?
Yeah, she came out to our show in New York. It's really nice. Really nice.
Yeah. So is that one of your influences?
Yeah.
Better, a big influence?
Yeah. When I was younger, I really liked that record. Yeah. And when we first started playing, I said, it sounds like Bedouin Soundclash. Yeah. We sounded a lot more dub at that point. It was just pure dub is what we were doing.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, well, let's call it Bedouin Soundclash. For a show that night. And I mean, we didn't really think it was gonna, we weren't really thinking that was gonna be our name, and then it just stuck.
Yeah.
So now we have the problem of the Dolly thing.
Yeah.
It's the same cry,
We weren't writing together anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I wrote.
Just the other
I wrote the entire record on my own. Then I brought Eon in and wrote a bit with him, and then Pat. And so the songs were a lot more sorted out than they would have been on the record before that. So it took 2 years because we first recorded the first session, and then we went on to Sounding Mosaic, the record before this, started doing well. So we decided to tour on it for another year, and then we came back to write the record again. And there was less pressure, I think. There was more pressure, maybe creatively, but less money pressure. We had enough money to make it, which was something that we didn't have before. So. I had more like an idea of what I wanted the band to sound like. I realized I was like kind of wrong. I think that the nature of playing in a band is to share with the people around you, and so you have to kind of let down your ego a bit or something like that, or just share a bit more. And I think that's one thing that if I went back to do the record again, I like the songs on it, but they're really just my songs, and I think that this next record we're gonna have a bit more open form.
Yeah.
As if you are some. I know this is so fitting
A really good story is timeless. It's something that happens. It's something dealing with really old themes, but telling it in a new way. I mean, I guess I don't necessarily, at least in music, I don't necessarily believe in new stories, just new experiences with the same story. But those new experiences and those twists are what make it really exciting. I mean, how many times we can reinvent rock and roll to keep it exciting, or reinvent anything? You know, it's always, you're always taking from the past and you're just sort of tweaking it a bit. Walls Fall Down was an obvious first choice. Because it sounds a lot like, it sounds a bit like some of our older stuff, so I guess for radio they want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, do kids, I don't even think kids listen to the radio anymore. Anyways. I personally enjoy reading those things. Not enjoy them, but I find it interesting. It's an interesting, you know, like a critical review of music is somewhat redundant. It's somewhat just totally beside the point of what you're doing as an artist. Bastardizing the music? Yeah, of course I am. Because I'm not playing reggae. So if they're gonna say I'm white reggae, well yeah, I'm a white guy playing reggae. So what does that mean? Does it mean it's bad? Well, I'm not reggae. I'm not playing reggae, are we? I mean, if you listen to the group, if you knew something about classic reggae music, we're not playing reggae music. We're playing a version of it. I think when you're doing something that is not easily I mean, the thing I always like is there are bands that then get tons of critical acclaim, who you could say are also pretty, are also somewhere in that world genre. Right now, there's a band that everyone loves that is like, you know, that is somewhat of a world genre. I mean, it's to me I've always thought that's the interesting part of it. If you don't have that discussion, if I had people at Pitchfork Media really liking my band, I think that I was probably doing something wrong. Because then I'm probably toting a line of safety. I'm not saying that, you know, but I don't think they'd ever want to touch our band for 10 might be somewhat frustrating too for a journalist because you don't have, they don't get to be the tastemakers for us. Maybe, I don't know. I try not to pay attention. When I was younger, I would give you the most heated opinion of writers, but nowadays I'm just sort of like, who cares? They're probably nice people at home.
Yeah. They are.
I'm not talking about you.
Not all of them, but I guess some of them are.
I don't consider you one right now, that's why. Because you have a camera, so you're different. Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.